My dear friend, you are most welcome, most greeting. I am starting this video. Please subscribe my channel. तो मैं आज आप कहूँ तो मैं हिंदी में ही बोलता हूँ, वैसे इंग्लिश में भी बता दूँ तो ये पूरे दुनिया में सुना जाएगा. My appeal that what is difference between Islam and its doctrine, Islam and the Sanatan Vedic Dharma, and what is the RSS, Rashtriya Swayamsevak ideology. RSS is the organization. It includes the humanity and see the whole world as a family. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the prime aim and the prime doctrine of RSS, which is intensified in the favor of humanity, as per the doctrine of Sanatan Vedic culture. There is no Hindu religion in this world. The religion is Sanatan Vedic Dharma. Sanatan means from the beginning, Vedic means from the Vedas. And this theology or doctrine of Sanatan Vedic Dharma, rather we can say Sanatan Vedic culture, depends only the karma, means the deed, the good deed or bad deeds. There is no provision in the Sanatan Vedic culture any bad deed against the humanity and the nature. This is why we, the Sanatani Hindus, respect for all the living creatures, flora and fauna, including the vegetation, means plants, shrubs and herbs also. So this is doctrine. This doctrine is being followed by the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. How the Imran Khan and Asuddin Owaisi and all the secular leader of the world or even the Indians, how they can criticize the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh or the RSS. Because RSS is the phenomena or reflection or phenomena of the humanity or towards the humanity against the inhuman nature of the Islamic doctrine. This is why these Islamic scholars are criticizing the Rashtriya Swayamsevak due to their vested interest, because they could not defend the Islam and its cruelty against the non-Muslims. So this is why they are trying to sabotage the Sanatan Vedic culture in the name of RSS, but it is not possible. It is very, very impossible to sabotage the Sanatan Vedic culture and the ideology of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. The Indian politicians, which are so-called secular, they should know there is no concept of secularism in Islam, because in many verses of Quran stated that a Muslim has no right make friend as Christians, Jews and non-Muslims. Surah Al-Baqarah and the Surah Al-Ma'idah 5 chapter. There are so many verses which is against the non-Muslims or kafirs. Kafir are animals, treacherous, and they are filthy. They are below than the beast, and they will go to Jahannam or hell as per the doctrine of Islam. Though there is no hell and heaven, this is the only false expectation of Islam and the own Abrahamic religion. What can I say about the RSS? RSS is doing in favor of the humanity, not in favor of inhuman nature. This is why all Muslims, all the secular politicians from India or across the world have no right to criticize the RSS, because RSS is following the ideology of Sanatan Vedic Dharma. It is itself a secularism, and the ideology of Sanatan Vedic Dharma defined the respect to all human beings, even the creatures. This is why in Vedas there is no mantra that you can kill even any animal. If there is any sacrifice in the name of the Sanatan Vedic religion, these people are not following the Sanatan Vedic religion, because in Vedas and Upanishads there is no provision of the kill the animal in the name of sacrifice. You see, after the Ved, Purana has come and Praj has written up to the 19th century. So these Purana are the false expectation and these are false. These are not the prime part of our Sanatan Vedic culture. Because they are not certified by Vedanta or Upanishad. This is the treacherousness of some Sanatan Vedic so-called scholars who devastated or trying to destroy the Sanatan Vedic culture, mainstream of Vedas and Upanishads, due to their vested interests. And this class known as priestly class, though all Brahmins are not bad, but this priestly class did a great blunder and crime against the not only the Hindus but against the humanity. So these are the enemies of the Hindu Sanatan Vedic culture. Not only the Muslims or the Abrahamic religion follower are the enemies of the Sanatan Vedic culture, but the inner enemies, those are the priestly class, are the most dangerous enemies of the Sanatan Vedic culture, who had tried to devastate the Sanatan Vedic culture and import some bad custom as the untouchability and the hierarchy in the caste or class. Though there is no caste or class on the basis of birth. So these all the caste which is belong to the birth basis are fake and false expectation of the fake Hinduism. This is not the Sanatan Vedic culture. This is the destruction of the Sanatan Vedic culture by these who says that we are Rajput or we are Kshatriya or we are Sudra or we are the Vaishya, because there is no concept of caste on the birth basis in Sanatan Vedic culture. So this is not the prime part of the Sanatan Vedic culture. So RS is doing the same as is written in the Upanishad and the Vedas, or Upanishad known, we can say Upanishad also Vedanta. So this is why they have no right to say anything against the RSS, because RSS is doing in the favor of the humanity, not against the human values. Whereas the Islam always did crime against the humanity and the human values. You see, the Paigambar, Rasulullah, Prophet, Rasulullah Muhammad bin Abdullah always looted or robbed the tribes of the caravans of the Jewish tribe, almost its own tribe, Hashim clan, and his own tribe, Quraysh tribe, were being looted and robbed by this prophet that is known as Muhammad ibn Abdullah. So any Muslim or Islamic scholar have no right to criticize the Sanatan Vedic culture. They should peep out into your neck, in your heart, in your brain, that what is going on in your brain, filthy brain. Because this is the filthiness of Islam, who always destructed the temples and the Zoroastrian fire temples, synagogue, and even the Christian church. You see, the Kaaba is not the land of the Muslims. The Kaaba was belonged to the non-Muslim or Kafir as per the Islamic doctrine. So all the mosques which are established on the land almost is the prime part of the Mali Ganimat, the old mosques. And Mali Ganimat include the robbery, rape with the Kafir women, and looted their wealth, horse, enslaved the children, and killed the Kafir or non-Muslims. Though the killing of the non-Muslim Kafir is included was the qatl. So I am talking about the Mali Ganimat. Mali Ganimat is the primary doctrine of the looting or robbery which was committed by Prophet Muhammad Sahib and his companions. This is the history. This is written in the Hadith and Quran. This is not hate speech. This is the truth. So we cannot deny the truth of Islam. So my appeal to all Muslims, please read your Quran and Hadith, then to criticize the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh is the only organization which propagated the humanity and human values and the brotherhood among all the community of India. Because RSS is following the Sanatan Vedic culture, theology or doctrine, which is very, very human in nature and loving in nature. Sanatan Vedic Dharma does not allow to hate to anybody. So some people say that Ram Krishna is just like a Pagambar Muhammad Sahib. This is not true. It is a bitter truth that Pagambar Muhammad Sahib nothing in front of the Ram and Krishna. Because Ram never raped any woman and never distributed any woman to his companions or followers. Ram fought against the devil or monster, Rakshas, not on the basis of that Ravana was not Hindu or the Ravana was the non-Sanatan Vedic. He was also following the Sanatan Vedic culture. So this war in between Ram and Rama was on the basis of evil and the good deeds. But all the Islamic jihad only due to whether the kafir are so much better than the Muslims in behavior, nature and so many aspects. But because they are non-Muslim, they will be killed by the Prophet Muhammad's ideology that is known as Islam. Why? Because we are not Muslims. We are not following Rasul. For Rasul, Daud, Ibrahim, Musa, Jesus and Quran, Jibril, Mikhail. This is the theory of the Islam which is created hate and hate everywhere in the world. And this is the resultant of the killing of the bloodbath of the many Zoroastrians in the Iran, Iraq. The elimination of Zoroastrians and Jews story is very, very pathetic. You cannot bear which was done by the Muslims against the Zoroastrians. Thousands and lakhs of women were raped by these Muslim invaders along the world due to the Islamic theory. So we cannot say the RSS not good. Is not good. No, is not bad. Is not good. Is not bad. RSS is doing the bad for not doing the bad, but he is doing the good for the human values, moral values. This is why, to hide the plus point of the RSS, these all the small Islamic scholars and the Imran Khan and the Asuddin is just like a people who never peep out into their brain or their, although there is no brain. If you are following the Quran or Islam, you have no brain because you have put the iron lock on your brain. Islam inside the brain out. This is the theory of doctrine. If you read Quran and Hadith, certainly you will be see the amazing facts of the Quran and the Islamic doctrine, which is very, very against the humanity and the moral values. There is no moral value. Even in some hadiths, it has been described that Muhammad Sahib ordered to the many men to suckle the nip of the mammary gland of the woman to make him as a daughter of that woman. Is it true that the young man is suckling the mammary gland of the Muslim woman according to Prophet Muhammad Sahib? This is such type of prophet. Krishna never raped any woman, but Prophet Muhammad Sahib propagated his companions that you can keep the women of a kafir which were conquered in war by the Muslims. Even Prophet Muhammad Sahib did the commit so heinous crime when Prophet Muhammad Sahib killed the father of Safiya, and her husband Kinana al-Rabi, who was the treasurer of his tribe, without any cause. And when Safiya was distributed to companion of Muhammad Sahib, a companion of Muhammad Sahib told to Muhammad Sahib that Safiya is the most beautiful one of this tribe, so you can marry with this. So Muhammad Sahib asked to give that Safiya woman to him, but Diva, a Muslim or a companion of Muhammad Sahib, which had the Safiya in his share, he refused to give the Safiya because she was a beautiful woman of 17 or 18 years old. So Muhammad Sahib gave him 7 slaves and 2 women in lieu of the Safiya. And the Muhammad was almost 50 plus years old at that time, but the Safiya only 17 or 18 years old. So after this, Safiya was raped in the valley of Khyber after conquering the war of Khyber. This is the character of Prophet Muhammad Sahib. So how we can say the Prophet Muhammad Sahib is just equal to Ram and Krishna? Lord Ram and Krishna character is higher most side of the moral values, but the Prophet moral values has nothing, zero. Prophet Muhammad have the zero moral values. So RSS ideology is only propagating the Rama Krishna ideology and the ideology of Sanatana Vedic Dharma, not the ideology of any inhuman or immoral values as did committed by Prophet Muhammad his companions at during his lifetime. So my question, if you are under the mud, then how you can say you are also under the mud? Means you are yourself in the human and immoral values of Islam, but you are criticizing the RSS. Suppose I am declared or I am eating the sugar or the jaggery, I have no right to say to anybody that please don't take jaggery because jaggery is not good. Jaggery is not helpful in your health or improving your health. Jaggery is destroying your health. I have no right. So any Muslim or any Islamic scholar has no right to criticize the Sanatan Vedic culture, even any culture, because first, Islam and its doctrine must be abrogated or must be reformed. Otherwise, Islam is not a doctrine of the human values. It is very, very immoral. My question to Spanish people who are now Christian, what was the problem of the Muslim kingdom in Spain? All the Christians know that the Spanish Christians were bad. The Ottoman kingdom of the Muslims won the battle against the Spain. Thousands of Christian ladies were raped by these Muslims as per its doctrine, because there is no punishment in Islam for rape against a non-Muslim woman as they were conquered by the Muslim army. So my Spanish people, my all Christian Western country, please think about the RSS. What is the RSS doing? RSS only doing in favor of humanity, and RSS is the enlargement of the moral values. So any Muslim scholar has no right to say even a single word against the RSS. Because if you throw the dust toward the moon or the sun, dust cannot touch that sun or moon. This is same condition with the RSS. You cannot defend the RSS. And you see 15 lakhs Maulana around the world is trying to save the Islamic doctrine or defend the Islamic doctrine, but they are unsuccessful. They are unable to defend the Islam because Islam has been now exposed and the brutality or cruelty Prophet Muhammad Sahib has been exposed due to the Quran and Hadith, not by the ex-Muslims or by the YouTube channels. This is only due to the Hadith and the jurisprudence of Islam. So many verses of Quran is so dangerous to the society. Nothing is dangerous in Vedas or Upanishad, which are being followed by the Rashtra Swayamsevak Sangh or RSS. RSS, if a moon or sun, then you are nothing, just a dust particle. Nobody can see you. Where are you? Where are this Islamic doctrine? You cannot defend the Islam because Quran and Hadith itself are crying that we are not peaceful. We are very, very brutal, very, very cruel nature against the non-Muslims or Kafirs. So there no Islamic scholar, even Asuddin Owaisi, Kabruddin Owaisi, Azam Khan Abu Azmi has no right, because they are also following the doctrine of Islam, which is very, very immoral, inhuman, and brutal and cruel in nature. We are not going to take certificate, though these followers of Islam, which themselves are the follower of the Malik Ganimat, or the looting the wealth of the non-Muslims or Kafir, or extraction as Zazia. We are not going to take certificate from such decades or robbers who are following the Islamic doctrine. Malik Ganimat is not robbery. Yes, it is robbery. Then how we can criticize the RSS? RSS is propagating the robbery, or Malik Ganimat or Wazbe Qatil. But the Islam and your doctrine is propagating the cruelty, brutality, and immoral values against the non-Muslim Kafir women. Even in Islam, Muslim women are not respected by the Islamic doctrine. Prophet Muhammad Sahib's mother was woman. But Prophet Muhammad Sahib went a false journey, that is the false journey of Allah, by the donkey or ass on the Burak animal. This is only false expectation. That he saw all the women were in the hell. Then your mother was also in hell. This is the Paigambar never respect his parents because they were not Muslims. They are non-Muslims. This is your Paigambar. But our Lord Ram Krishna never been such type as your Paigambar. Because Ram went to exile due to the order of his father Raja Dasrath ji. But your Paigambar criticized his parents that they were not Muslim. They certainly will be in hell, as per statement of Muhammad Sahib. When somebody asked to Muhammad Sahib, Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that your parents are not Muslim, then where are they? Prophet Muhammad stated that they are in hell. So Lord Ram, Lord Krishna is far better than Muhammad Sahib. There is no comparison between the Lord Ram Krishna with Prophet Muhammad Sahib, so-called Prophet Muhammad Sahib. The deeds of this man is not just like a prophet. And he is the prophet only who are misleading by the Islamic doctrine, by these Islamic clerics. Thank you. Vande Mataram. Please subscribe my channel. Vande Mataram. Jai Hind. Have a good day.